by the foot. Hey, my Legion, how you all doing today? Ever since I saw Alien Romulus, I thought, I've been thinking about maybe I should rank the Alien movies from worst to best. And it's actually, it's all 9 movies. And there's a couple of different categories. They have like the traditional Alien movies, right? And then they have the Alien versus Predator series, and then the Prometheus series too. And I said this is just my opinion. I'm going to tell you about each one and my experience with each one. And some I have a big history with, some I don't. And there's a few towards the end that are interchangeable, but I mean, it's my opinion. And basically, what I'm going to do with is as far as like the bad one, like what were the biggest disappointments? And I wrote them all down in the order that I'm gonna rank them in, and then I put the year they were made. Okay. So as far as like the worst one, I've always seen most people say the worst one is always that Alien versus Predator Requiem, which was made in 2007. But for me, it was without a doubt Alien 3, my first major disappointment with the franchise. I remember going out of the Army, and I was a big movie guy. I went to movie theater all the time. And talking to my dad about going back to the drive-in. Most of the drive-ins in my area were closed. Cause we had a whole bunch of drive-ins. And the main drive-ins was the Presque Isle Drive, which I'd never been to. I never went to. My dad and I went there a few times. And the Sunset, which is the only drive-in in the area remaining, and that's all the way in Waterford. And the weird thing is the Sunset, along with the Quarry, used to be the porno, the one where they show porno movies. And they used to, back in the day, they used to show, record porno films on, like, make them like real movies to be shown in a theater, either like a drive-in or an inside theater, a movie theater. And we had Cinema 18, which was the inside theater for porno films, and then we had the two drive-ins, the Quarry and the Sunset. And it was weird because there was a time when there was like a big movie overlap, and they showed a couple of movies at Cinema 18 because they didn't have they were so many movies, they don't have so many theaters. And like our mega multiplex back then in the day were like 4 theaters. They had a Cinema World and they had West Street Plaza, which was able to have 4 screens to show 4 movies. And then inside the Mill Creek Mall, we had the Mill Creek 3 that showed 3 movies. And then, after that, that was our biggest multiplex. I hear about these giant movie houses and stuff that had like a ton of theaters. We didn't have that till way later. And then like in 92, they built the Mill Creek 6 outside the Mill Creek Mall. They had 6 theaters, and then that was a huge one. That was the biggest one. Then in 96, 94, 95, they built Tinseltown, which has like, I think 17 screens. They might have more now. And then like all the other theaters, like, went the way of the wasteland because that kind of like killed all of them. Cinema Mill Creek 3, I think around 97. I think it went out. The local one, Village Cinema, went out in 97. I remember seeing, it was weird because I remember seeing, Tomorrow Never Dies, the second Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie there. Packed house. I thought, man, this place will never close down. And then like about a week or so later, it closed down. And I remember going to the Mill Creek 6 to see 3 movies. It was Ted, Avengers, and I should just left after the 2. And after that, it was like I was planning on seeing The Amazing Spider-Man, that one with Andrew Garfield, or I call him Andrew Heathcliff. And they had like that stupid moron Glenn Beck playing. So I either had a choice seeing Hit and Run, where I saw later on they had a guy named Charlie Bronson, not the real Charles Bronson, of course. And which I had displeasure of seeing that on Netflix years later, which really sucked. A few years later, which was awful. And then they had that crappy remake of Total Recall, so I ended up seeing that. I should have just left that those first two when they would have been done. And then, of course, like a week or so later, the place closed down. But it looked like a ghost town. Hey, happy election day, Gordon. Happy election day. But it looked like a ghost town in there, though. It looked like it was on its last leg. I used to love going there. Anyways, they had an overflux of movies, and they played. I remember they in Cinema 18, the porno theater. They brought back Inframan, that Japanese movie. It was like they brought back a theater, and it was played for a week or two. I said, I want to see Inframan. Where to play in Cinema 18? And said, they ain't going there. And I don't blame like parents not want to take their kids into a place that was a porno theater. I wouldn't do that either. And then they had a Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo playing there as well for like, I think Inframan might have played a week, and then like Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo, I played 2 or 3 weeks there. But I don't think the reception was that hot either. I mean, people just don't want to go to don't want to take their kids, because they were both PG rated movies shown in a porno movie. Just because they had so many movies playing, they played them there. Yeah, parents didn't want to take their kids to see that. Anyways, let's get back on track. Like I said, there was only a few remaining drive-ins. The Prescott Drive, which closed down in 97, 98, and like I said, the Sunset. Well, I never went to the Prescott Drive-In growing up in the 80s. We used to go to a place like the Star and the Skyway. We went to the one in Meadville before. And I can't remember. We went to see, I remember I was real little, and we went to see, Mom took us to see Cabaret. I just remember going, I don't know what driving that was. I had no idea we were going to drive. We just drove up there and watched the movie. I don't remember. Anyways, like I said, they had the Prescott Drive-In, and they had the Sunset. Now, it was 92, got out of the Army. I wanted to go and start going back to the driving, so I thought it'd be kind of cool going driving, just me and my dad, right? And they had a great double feature. Encino Man, which I was like, so. Well, I thought it'd be interesting. I wasn't like super psyched to see it. And then Alien 3, because I was really excited to see another Alien movie, especially after how great the Aliens, the James Cameron one was. And that was a big gap, because that was made in 86 and then this was made in 92. So the very first movie was the PG or PG-13 rated Encino Man with Brandon Fraser and Pauly Shore. And it was a lot of fun. It was a great movie. It's very well lit. Everything looked great. Everything was fun. I enjoyed the movie. I think Dad liked it too, even though I'm not the biggest Pauly Shore fan, But he seemed okay in that movie. Next was Alien 3, and I was really psyched for it, and I was so disappointed in the movie. Started out great, and it was so dark. It's so dark, and you couldn't see anything that was going on in that drive-in. And I was so disappointed. I didn't know what the heck was going on through half of it. It was a horrible disappointment with me. I hated the way it ended with Ripley. I don't want to give it away. Doing what she did, it was awful. I mean, they were trying to go for a gothic look. I think they, it had its moments, but I think for the most part, like Lance Henriksen, I remember the robot falling apart, that was kind of cool and gross, but for the most part, it was just a huge, huge disappointment. I think that's the worst in the series, because most people say like Alien versus Predator Requiem is the worst, but I don't think so. All right, let me get a sip of pop, and I'll tell you the next one. Now, like I said, I base this on disappointments. Not the Disappointments Room. That's a movie that that's a different movie. Next one is Alien Resurrection or Alien 4. Now I remember seeing that they were playing on HBO and Cinemax. I didn't see it right away when it came out. It was on Cinemax. I think I taped it. And I remember watching it the next day on the TV, and I was like, I wasn't really psyched about that one coming up after how disappointed I was with Alien 3. I think it's an okay action film. I mean, it's most notable for Winona Ryder being in there. And Ripley's did it too, but I mean, she's like a clone version of herself, which was different. And Brad Dourif was great. I basically remember Ron Perlman being a bad guy and Winona Ryder. And I mean, and then the aliens it was okay, but it was just like a much more generic version of aliens. They're trying to be like action film, but it's watchable though. I mean, you know. Oh, I will say with Alien 3, they had a director's cut. They said much better, but they said the director pretty much distanced himself from the movie. But they all made money. I mean, I didn't get the tally how much money they made because there's a difference between how much a movie made in '79 as compared to now. Every one of these movies made money. So I mean, nothing was unsuccessful. Okay, next, like I said, I thought Alien Resurrection was like a tired action film, but it was all right. It's all right for what it was, but I was just underwhelmed by it. I wasn't. It was fun to watch to an extent, but I mean, I didn't. It didn't wow me. Okay, next was Alien versus Predator Requiem. I thought it was a follow-up to Aliens versus Predator, and I still think it's a great movie. I don't know, so many people hate that film, but I think it's way better than the other two. It's a little bit better than Alien Resurrection. How about that? And it had gore in it though, because the other one was PG-13, the only PG-13 movie in the series. I thought it was really good. I thought it was very entertaining. A really quick movie. That might be the shortest movie in the series. Let me see. That's one thing I didn't check out. I think that might be the shortest one in the series. I think everyone else is at least an hour and 40 minutes or so. But I mean, this is the shortest one, I think. Let me see. Any movies. Franchise. Alien franchise. Movie franchise. And that'll be I looked at this on Wikipedia. Because as people were saying the crap about this movie, but I mean, it did make money, though. It was not a flop. Okay, let's try Alien versus Predator. How long was that one? We didn't have the length? 100 minutes, and then, okay, the other one, I think this is, like I said, the shortest one. It's only 94 minutes. But I mean, the budget was $40 million, still made $130 million. So, I mean, I don't, because I know, like, I was talking to Black Eagle, and she said she don't look at how much a movie makes. I don't either, but it interests me. I don't base a movie by how much money it makes because there's some movies that made a ton of money that were really lousy. But oh shit. Yeah. Oh, I got a message. Yeah, like I said, I thought Alien versus Predator was entertaining for what it was. I mean, it was probably like a close call between that and Alien 4. Yeah, is the best movie film since Alien. Well, I mean, I'm getting there. I'm getting now. I thought, I mean, but I still thought Alien 3 and I look at it like this: Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection were big disappointments, considering how much I loved the first two movies. And then Alien versus Predator, I was curious to see what they did with those, you know. And I was satisfied with that. I still thought Alien versus Predator was a Predator Requiem. Well, but these are not highly rated movies, though. Don't forget that. This is like number 7 out of the 9 movies, you know. Uh I thought it was alright for what it was. Now next is Alien versus Predator, the number 6 in the series. Um and it's the very first PG-13 rated Alien one, and the only PG-13 rated one. I think maybe it could have benefited from being rated R, but I still thought it was an entertaining movie. I remember I watched it with my nephew when he was younger, you know, and he liked it. I mean, I wouldn't let him watch R-rated movie, but I let him watch that. I don't know when he saw it though. My dad bought it because he wanted to see it. Um, oh, let me talk about that. Both Alien Predator Requiem. I think I bought like a discounted version of Alien vs Predator Requiem for like $4 or $5. And then I remember Dad bought Alien vs Predator when it came out on DVD. Um, Let me see. Okay, like I said, Alien vs Predator came out. I mean, it had Lance Henriksen in it too, which is cool. I like Lance Henriksen. And I still thought it was entertaining for what it was, you know. But it was just like a monster flick. I mean, I remember. I think there was like I remember playing like Alien video game in the army. Was it in the army or when I got out? It was a lot of fun. I thought it was okay. Anyways, let's see what's going on. I mean, Alien vs Predator is like down. I don't have a lot more to say about it, but I did like for what it was. It was a good monster versus monster fighting movie. Um, that's pretty much all that was. I mean, I would do like the Predator movies, but I mean, they always kind of like some would just seem like just the same to me. You know, I'm not the best at doing the Predator movies. Alien vs Predator, I can understand because I have more affection for the Alien movies than I do the Predator movies. Believe it or not, you know, I loved Predator Prey a lot. All right, let me put my nose. And they had like lead ups of to Alien vs Predator when I saw Predator 2 at the theater. Damn it. When I saw Predator 2 at the theater. Dropped my pills. You know? Oh, I don't know, Gordon. I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, you have to watch other things. I have no idea when the results are pouring in. All I know is the results of my Alien franchise ranking. You know? Oh, no. All right. Now, like I said, I mean, I know about my alien ranking. I don't know when. I think Richard said, Richard was saying like in 2 weeks you'll start knowing. But they'll probably be later on the night. I mean, because people are gonna be doing these election streams. I'll tell you, I'm so tired of all these political ads. I'll be glad when it's all over. I don't want to talk about politics. It's so boring. Just I think no matter who wins, we're all screwed regardless. I hate to be just. I mean, it doesn't matter who wins. We're all screwed. You know. The way things are right now, I don't think they can make it any better, especially with inflation the way it is. And then Kamala, that she's running for president, she didn't do shit as vice president. I mean, what makes you think she's going to do something now? Sorry. I'm not saying Trump is any better. I guess. But I don't want to get into politics. But I mean, what? She didn't do anything. Things were going downhill, and she didn't do shit. Now she wants to run. I mean, what's she gonna improve? Nothing. All right. Okay, now don't leave, everybody. I mean, this is the ranking of the Alien movies. Oh, Alien vs. Predator. Okay, that's number 6 on the list. I was gonna do this as like a regular standalone video, but I thought I'd do it as a live stream. Next is Alien Covenant, made in 2017. Now this was because I mean they have like oh yeah, Mike Crotch, yeah, about the same. This was with the Alien movie, they have like the first 4 Alien films. That's the Alien franchise. Then they have like the 2 Alien versus Predator things. Then they have the Prometheus franchise. And this is the first one from the Prometheus franchise to make into the ranking. Now I saw this at the movie theater in Tinseltown, John. I went to see it, and I thought it was good. I mean, a little disappointing in some parts, but for the most part, it was still pretty cool. I liked it for what it was. I mean, some people, didn't really care for this one as much. But I mean, like, there's a scene where helmet. Yeah, it's like a long black thing. I don't know if it's a helmet, but it's just the way the creature was designed by H.R. Geiger. You know. All right. Anyways, I don't want to get into politics. I'm a little depressed now. Yeah, long black thing. Yeah. I don't know if it's supposed to be a helmet. I don't know what. I mean, it's just a design H.R. Geiger did. Very unique idea for a creature. Oh, and they had. Well, let me go. Let me talk about why I mentioned Alien. Anyway, Alien Covenant. I mean, the scene where they went up to this weird looking creature, and the guy said like, "Well, stay away from it." And then he did. He went back. He messed with the creature, and of course, it attacked him. But I mean, that's the fun part. I mean, of a horror movie, you see alien life, you got to mess with or something like that. I wouldn't do it. But I mean, there's no movie otherwise. Just like their movie Life, they got this weird gelatinous looking thing, and then people oh, let's study it and stuff like that. And of course, it breaks loose and kills everybody. But you could have done like, well, let's not mess with it. I mean, it'll probably be dangerous and stuff. And then now will be the end of the movie. A very large scorpion, probably. Well, I mean, it's like it has that type of quality to it, and it bleeds acid. And so next was Alien Covenant. Now the next 2 can be interchangeable. But I'm just gonna say it like this. Next one is Alien Romulus that came out this year. I just saw it about a month ago. And it bridges the gap between Alien and Aliens. And it's really, this one has some really good scares to it. This one brings back the horror action element that was so prevalent with Aliens, right? And it's really good. You have to use the closed captioning. Oh, the alien video game? Cool. Are they super violent? I mean, I don't know if that'd be TV-14 or TVMA for violence in those. Next one is like I say, Alien Romulus. I thought it was really good. Now I would implore you to use the closed captioning because that one guy you couldn't understand what the hell he was saying. Thankfully, he got killed off. I thought Alien Romulus was really cool. And I mean, it was excellent looking movie, great looking movie. I mean, Alien Covenant was good, but I mean, not as great as the other ones. Not as great as the other two in the series. I thought it was a little bit of a disappointment, but all right though for what it was. Mork and Mindy, yeah, Nanu, yeah. Next was okay. Alien Romulus is really good. I really liked the movie. The acting was great. It had great scares to it. I never saw Doom. I for whatever reason I read the book. Doom. I never played the game. I never saw the movie. With Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I heard the movie's pretty bad. I never saw it. For whatever reason I read the book. As weird as that sounds. It's kind of weird reading a book for an action film. I remember reading it for Red Heat too. That Chimera Gang Red Heat, the book before the movie came out with Jim Belushi and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And seeing the movie, it's like I don't know. And I should have just watched the movie first because that has a more visual sense to it. But it was all right for what it was. Oh, you mean the game? Okay, I never played either one. I played one alien game where like the aliens keep like crumbing towards you and you have to shoot them before they get to you. I remember playing that, but I can't remember what the hell it's called. It was an arcade game. That game was a lot of fun and action packed. But back then I played a lot of stuff. Well, I played Pac-Man. I played Pac-Man at the arcade. I played Dig Dug, Major Havoc, Spy Hunter. I played all those cool games. I played Galaxian way before Galaga was even a thing. Played Centipede, then played Millipede. But if you play Millipede, it's hard to go back to Centipede, you know? Same thing with Galaxian, but Galaxian is more like Space Invaders, where Galaga is more like, has more stuff to it. Anyways, let me pause. I got to pee real quick. Let me mute. Yeah, I should have played some music or I should play some music or a video stuff like that whenever next time I pause. I have to use the bathroom again. Well, like I said, Alien Romulus is really good. I thought it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one too. Let me check the Dragon Life. So 100 good. All right, next movie. Like I said, these two are interchangeable. Was Prometheus. Now Prometheus came out 2000. 2012. I didn't see it till, I don't remember when I saw it. 14, 15, 16. I didn't see it for a while. And I really loved it. I loved the look. I loved the look of the movie. I loved the art direction. I loved everything about it. Ridley Scott came back to do that. I thought it was the most unique of the alien, of the offshoot alien movies, you know? I thought that was the most unique. And people say it like lightly ties into Alien, but I thought that was brilliant. I loved everything about the movie, but it could equally be exchanged with Alien Romulus because that was an awesome movie too. All right, because those are both interchangeable. Alien Romulus or Prometheus could either be third or fourth choice, right? All right, next is now the next two are the traditional, the first two major movies, right? And those can be interchangeable too, you know. Next one for me is Alien, the 1979 Ridley Scott movie. Now, this movie was nuts. I remember, I mean, I was way too young to see it. I know my mom's friend Doris said, if you want to see a scary movie, see Alien. I knew we wouldn't be allowed to watch it because mom was like, hey, you ain't allowed to watch that, you know. I remember the commercial for it. It's really scary. If you ever see the commercial and the original trailer for it, it's really scary how they do it. I mean, it's really scary. I just remember they had like that close up of that egg looking thing, you know. And like I said, if you've seen a TV commercial, it just reminded me of like the one for Oh, It's Alive. That creeped me out. Or I only saw it on Canadian TV though. I saw it once or twice. But the one for Magic creeped me out too. That creeped me out, and so did the one for the ad for Alien. And I remember it came out, it played like the whole summer. I know it made a lot of money. People were always talking about it. There was a toy that came out, Alien, just giant alien action figure came out. They ended up getting taken out. I wanted it as a kid. I didn't know to ask for it. I might have gotten it. I don't know if I would have or not, because I didn't know my mom was, you're not allowed to do this, not allowed to do that, not allowed to do this. Anyways, and I came out and it was like, I think it was taken off the market or discontinued. I'm sure. I mean, because I mean they didn't like. Parents didn't like it was based off an R-rated movie. Just like it was weird because like the Jurassic Park toys, I think Walmart had a thing of like having a toy line based off a PG-13 rated movie too back when it came out. But I always wanted an Alien toy. They had it was based for kids. I remember seeing tons of commercials for it. But I think that was taken off the market or deemed too scary for kids or something like that. But I thought it looked really cool. I bet those would be worth a lot today. But I mean, the original Alien was like a sci-fi classic, and it was a remake of like it came from. I can't remember what was the remake of. Let me see. Alien was based off an old sci-fi movie I didn't see 2 years later. 79 was based off. I can't remember the name of the movie. Let me look it up. It's pretty much the same movie. Yeah, the Terror from Beyond Space, right? Yeah, I mean, because that was about like alien coming aboard a ship and terrorizing its crew, but I mean, nowhere near as good. But I mean, it had the same type of things to it. I mean, very similar to it. I mean, that was a good movie too. But I mean, it didn't have like the massive, incredible effects that the Alien did. But Alien is like the first horror / sci-fi movie I ever heard of. You know, and it's one of the great classics and stuff. Like I said, it could be interchangeable on that one. The Ridley Scott movie. It's a really brilliant movie. Now I saw it. I always wanted to see it, right? And then I finally saw it on TV. You know, that probably didn't do it justice. But I mean, I saw it on TV and Dad wanted to see it. and they had the alien bursting scene. I think they had the scene when the alien came out. John Hurt. I think that was uncut, and that was really scary and effective for the time. Of course, it was on ABC, so viewer discretion advised for everything. But I mean, that one lived up to it because the actual R-rated movie. But that was number 2. But like I said, it could be interchangeable with the number 1 movie in this movie thing. Was Aliens, the action-packed Alien sequel of Sigourney Weaver once again, because Sigourney Weaver was in the first 4 movies, and then something happened, and she's as a clone in like Alien Resurrection. Aliens was the movie that James Cameron did, and they were talking. They gave it 4 stars too, along with the first Aliens thing, and they said there's very seldom times where a sequel is good or if not better than its original movie, like Godfather 2, Godfather 1. People think Godfather 2 might even be better than the first one. I know people are saying like Aliens might even be better than the original Alien. And they have like these comparisons. They don't do that much, where critics say like there's a case of the sequel being just as good or better than the original movie. I think Halloween 2 is a little bit better than John Carpenter Halloween. A lot of people disagree with me on that. I thought it was more like action driven and stuff like that, showing like Laurie Strode in a much more vulnerable state that she was injured in the hospital. And it's weird that the director, Rick Rosenthal, went on to direct that movie, Alien Resurrection, which, I don't know. I mean, I didn't mind Alien Resurrection. It was weird seeing Busta Rhymes beat the crap out of Michael Myers, and then, like, he drove that car, and you hear him hit the car alarm to lock the car, like, give me a break, I don't know if he's trying to make it funny or what, but I didn't like to see with Busta Rhymes speaking up Michael Myers. But I mean, that was the one. That wasn't the Halloween movie I hated the most. I gotta watch. Sometime I gotta watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 all the way through. I watched like about half of it. I gave up on it. I might watch it again. It's on Tubi and do a review of it. I've been watching this movie Time Cut on Netflix. I was gonna do a live. I might do a live review of that tonight. But I wanted to do this too because this came up. The Alien series ranked. Like I said, the second Alien movie, action packed. Now, I mean, because I've seen a lot of times like horror action films are really good, but this is sci-fi horror action, just like Alien Resurrection or the Alien versus Predator movies, or the last half of Alien Romulus. They always have like an action thing in them, with the original Alien just be sci-fi horror. The action is fantastic in this, including like the late Bill Paxton, "Game over, man! Game over, man!" My dad hated that character. My dad thought a lot of that was stupid. He didn't like there was a kid in there. He didn't like that. That one. He just didn't like the whole macho Marines thing. He thought was stupid. He thought like the little girl in there was stupid. I don't think he was a big fan of it. I showed like Paul Reiser, who I'm not a fan of. I don't really like, being a bad guy in that movie too. I'm not a Paul Reiser fan. I didn't like Mad About You or anything like that. I don't know. I just think he's kind of boring, but I thought he was good in that movie. I thought he was good in the Aliens thing though. But Aliens is like my favorite. But I mean, it's interchangeable between Alien and Aliens. They're both brilliant. They're both equally brilliant. I put that up first because it's more exciting. Hey, Super, how you doing? I thought I put it up because it's more exciting, in my opinion. There you have it. I did a 40-some-minute ranking of the Alien movies, including Alien Romulus, all 9 movies. If you want, in the comments, let me know what you think, what your favorite movies are. I know Desan Invictus said like he said he hated the AVP movies. They said are awful to him. And he said Prometheus is the best film since Alien, so that'd be his third best. And probably the Alien versus Predator movie would probably be his least favorite of the Alien franchise, even though those were a little bit further down for me. I hope you like this ranking of the Alien movies. On this election day, you know, I'm so tired of all the politics and bullshit. I talked a little bit about politics on here, but I'd rather do like, you know, like movie stuff, you know, and then the whole political stuff has been so overplayed. I mean, there's so much fighting. I'm tired of all the ads. It's all bullshit, you know. Hold on. Okay, hold on, buddy. All right, okay. Sorry, my neighbor dropped by. Yeah, I don't want to get into that, anyways. I don't want to get into that. So I hope you like this review, everybody. Well, not review, this ranking of the Alien movies. I said, let me know what you think of the Alien movies in the comments, everybody. So until next time, bye, please. I guess that's it, everybody. Take care, my legion. I don't think too many people coming to this. I think the Alien ranking is really important. You know, I like the series. I mean, okay. Now I remember Alien. Okay. Now each one had like a big break before the other ones. You know, like after Aliens, there was a huge break between that and Alien 3. Like, well, there was a break between Alien from 79 and Aliens in 86, a 5-year break between that, right? And then there was another huge break between that and Alien 3, like that was 86, and then Alien 3 was 92, and then there was another 5-year break between that and Alien Resurrection. But all these movies made money. And then there was a giant break between Alien Resurrection and Alien vs. Predator 2004. And then Alien vs. Predator Requiem, which people, instead of one row receipt, but still made a lot of money in 2007. And then there was a huge break before Prometheus came out, and people were alleging that it had ties to the Alien franchise, which it did. You know, but it's a standalone movie. 2012, and then like 5 years later, they did Alien Covenant, and then like there was another huge break in 2024, the Alien Romulus. Now there's speculation that, yeah, no, it's not immigration. No, yeah, it's real funny. Yeah, but yeah, you guys won't see me again. Now there's words that Ridley Scott wants to do another Alien movie. Alien Romulus did damn good. Like I said, Alien versus Predator Requiem still made $130 million off the $40 million budget. Now let's check out like Alien Romulus kicked ass in the movie. I mean, it still had a high budget, you know. Whereas the original Alien, the budget was only $9 million and made like, I don't know, a lot. That's the Alien Romulus, you know, budget of $80 million, made almost $351 million. The original Alien, which was the one that started it all, you know, a very more refined budget. That's the Alien movie. 1979. The only one made in the 70s. I mean, that had a very reserved $11 million budget and made $187 million. So, you know, a huge hit. Hi, Jeremy, buddy. How you doing? Hope you like my ranking of the Alien film franchise. Yeah, I said Ridley Scott's interested in doing another Alien movie. But when Alien Romulus did as well as it did. I mean, all the movies did good. Even if even if they weren't well received, Alien 3 did really good too at the theater. And a lot of people hated that movie. Alien 3 budget of like 50 to 60 million dollars made 159 million dollars. That's still really good. You know, it still made money. All these movies made money. But that's not a criteria of a franchise good or not. Maybe it's one's going to continue. But I remember whenever Alien vs. Covenant came out, they were talking about he's watering down his own series because Alien Covenant was not a well received movie. You know, I liked it though for what it was. They say he's watering down his own series, just like there's so many Star Wars movies. With that Rise of Skywalker, it was just like day walking through the movie, though. You know, it looked nice, it had a big budget, but it was only okay. But I still made a ton of money. Let's see how much that made. I mean, I don't know if there'll be another Star Wars. There's so much Disney stuff now with Star Wars now. I mean, every money off Disney Plus. Yeah, 2019. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that movie was $460 million, and the budget of that was over $1 billion. I mean, it made over $1 billion with $460 million budget. I mean, but I don't know. I thought it was a very weak film, and a lot of people didn't like The Last Jedi, but I thought The Last Jedi was awesome. The Last Jedi. Look at that one. Yeah, probably wrap things up in 2017. I saw that. I saw both those in the theaters. Yeah, $300 million made $1.334 billion. Still made over $1 billion. I mean, you know, those are on fire, the Star Wars movies. Anyways, I guess that's it. I hope you like this this ranking of the Alien film franchise from worst to best. Let me know what your choice would be for the movies. I think the Son of Victus. Let me know his choice, at least somewhat. Usually Aliens are usually the first two best of the list. You know, maybe you might have something else different for that list. You never know. So I might go 48 and then end it. So I want to thank everybody for being awesome, being on the live stream. I got to finish watching, what was it? Final Cut or whatever that movie is. Time Cut. You know, the horror sci-fi / film. Hey, it's Jalen. So, I mean, I hope you like this live stream, everybody, where I ranked the Alien film franchise. I stay pretty much on point, you know, on this one, which is pretty cool. So I hope you like this review, everybody. Or ranking of the Alien film franchise from worst to best. Let me know. Rank all 9 films, including Alien Romulus. Let me know what your ranking is in the comments. So until next time, everybody, please take care, my legion. Good night, everybody. Good night.